It.
Well,
Let's do it
you're
live.
probably wondering, where they been, man? Where's the luncheon? Where's the luncheon with Frank and Joe, man? Frank is on vacation.
Was,
Yeah, that is, because he's here now. And he was on vacation for a good week or so. So, lot of interesting stuff to talk about. First of all, just talking about the Supreme Court ruling. What did we find there?
Travel ban has been lifted.
Trump,
Thank you, Mr. Gorsuch.
we're gonna win. We're gonna win so much. You're gonna get tired of us winning.
I am not tired of winning yet. In fact, I want to continue to keep winning, at least until we get maybe Lynch and Hillary and Barack and Podesta and all these guys.
Eric Holder, Fast and Furious, keep going.
In jail. Once they're all in jail, then maybe we could lose one then.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a completely sore winner.
Not gonna hold my breath on that happening, but something, just tired of the rule of law being trampled on.
Yeah, and there's two levels of law. There's law for me and you, and
like Gerald something says, it's just us. Justice is just us.
Yeah.
We go to court, it only works if it's you against me. If it's me against one of the club or you against one of the club, no justice.
No justice.
Just us. So, you've been gone a little while. Well, first I'm going to tell everybody about a little purchase I made with some of my newfound crypto money. Well, you got something you want to?
Yeah. Watching TV yesterday. I don't know if anybody watches Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. But what was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives yesterday but a little pizzeria located outside of Washington, D.C. called Comet Ping Pong and Pizza.
No.
Yes, find the episode, and the owner is there making his pizza and doing his thing.
That probably wasn't staged. They didn't go there on purpose.
No, this was from a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah, this show was, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 years old. But Comet Pizza and Ping Pong on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
What are the chances of that?
We're going to have to look that episode up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get into my personal feelings or thoughts on that. Just want to say it came on yesterday, and I looked at the TV, and I went, it can't be. And, yeah, sure enough, it was. So, anyway.
Yeah, so these, everyone knows I've sold my, my Veritasium, most of it, and made a killing on it, which we talked about. But I took some of that, trying to, the goal is to flip it into something else, another ICO, get in on that, flip that, So in the meantime, I didn't dump all of it into my savings for this down payment on this house. I, got a little bit to play with. So, excuse me, I've been telling everybody there is a place, if you want solar panels or equipment and that sort of stuff, it is in Miami, Florida. Sunelec, SUNELEC.com. I called there today and said, because if we're moving forward with this house, if this all goes well, great, I'm going to have more solar panels than I have in my garage to put on there. If for some reason it doesn't, whatever the next house is, I'm going to have these things. So, they made some changes recently, a law or something that was passed, and caused the price of these things to go up now. So they've still got inventory. So I'm like, let me pounce a little bit on this where I can get a good deal. So they have these 275 watt panels, which are grade A, which simply means they're higher than that. So it's probably 285 watts. And they're like 30 something cents, 37 or 32, I forget, 35 cents a watt. So I'm like, how many are on a pallet? And he's like, because you can order them by the pallet. So about 20. I'm like, how about 10? I can do 10 still. He goes, yeah, you can still do 10. How much is that? Oh, 900 and something. That's all for 10? Damn. Give me a whole pallet. Okay. I said, what do you got for inverters? Because I've got one that is good for battery backups, or for battery. If the grid goes down, the batteries, would kick in like in the middle of the night, kind of a thing. But I'm like, I don't really want to mess with that. You got to constantly have the batteries. Golf cart batteries is what we used, and they only last 2-3 years. I'm like, I just really want to lower my electric bill and have something there that in an emergency I can use.
Can you get lithium-ion batteries for that?
You can, but oh my God, would you spend a lot of money?
Would it be cheaper to just go buy yourself a little car with that lithium battery?
Well, I thought about that, like the ones that my car has, the Nissan Leaf, because I've seen people on eBay selling the actual battery banks individually.
It might be cheaper than buying golf cart batteries.
You just have to equal 48 volts. And when I looked at the voltage of those, they're like 7.2 or 7 point something. And I'm like, it's either a little too low or too high above what was needed. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, theoretically, you could probably do something like that somewhere. One of these cars, you know, wrecked car, get the lithium-ion batteries on eBay.
Just a thought.
But, so he's like, well, we do have some grid tie inverters. He's like, and I forget the name of it. I thought it started with a TR or something or another, but he's like, man, these are 6,000 watts. These things are usually, you know, $3,000 or so new. He's like, but we got a massive, like, closeout sale somewhere. We just bought everything they had, huge. And he's like, we got them for a real cheap price. He's like, man, these things, I got one brand new for like $700, 6,000 watt inverter, grid tie. I'm like, do you have two? I don't think I do. I think I've got one left. I'm like, because I'll buy two right now just to have an extra one and then just resell it or something later. Or just to keep as a spare in case, you know, something happened. But, so anyways, no, long story short, you know, I live in Florida. They're in Miami. That's, you know, a good 300-mile drive. For $175, they deliver it to your door. So, and he's like, oh, I don't know if I'll get there, do it today, but probably tomorrow. And it'll be delivered tomorrow, more likely. So I'm like, oh, crap. So I just paid like $2,100 or something like that total.
Well, have you got any extra panels?
5,400 watts of power.
I may look at those.
And I've got 8 other old panels that I used to have from the other house.
And you said no bread, correct? Okay.
No garlic bread.
No garlic bread, okay.
You just wanted regular bread?
You know, garlic bread.
Well, all we have is garlic and pita. Do you want pita?
Or did you want the garlic bread?
No, I wanted the garlic bread.
Oh, you want the garlic bread?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
I'll grab it.
All right, so anyways, I just, you know, that's the beauty of having these damn cryptos, man. Now, everybody's probably flipping out today because they are diving today.
Ooh. Well, good.
Ethereum's down to like 230 or so last time I checked.
Well, I'm going to say it.
Which is good for you.
I can say it on tape. You got me. You got me hooked. I'm waiting on my account to get approved. Once that account gets approved, I'm going to show some money in there.
Yep.
Start playing around.
And then the next ICO comes out. Try to pounce on it, you know?
Yeah, you got me. Yeah, I mean,
I did one Saturday.
I'm still not sold on what it is. I'm still not sold on why people are buying it. You know, they're trying to get out of paper, but you know, I don't know why.
Well, you got JP Morgan now getting in on the blockchain action.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
So when you see
So far, so good?
So far, so good.
Okay.
When you see the big banks and stuff getting in on them, and they are now, blockchain technology, again, where's the future heading? You know?
I don't know. Is the future heading to blockchain? I don't know.
It sure appears that way.
I don't know why.
They're trialing.
I don't know how.
In China right now.
It's not backed by anything, so I don't know why they would be. I just don't.
Because the dollar's not backed by anything either. None of the paper currencies are.
But wouldn't it be easier to back the currency by gold and silver? Wouldn't it just be easier to say we've already got this?
It wouldn't, because there ain't enough. There really ain't enough to back it.
It would if you made
at the current prices.
That's what I'm saying. It would if you turned gold into 10,000 a piece and silver to 1,000. Then you would.
Then you'd be set.
Then you'd be set. So why not?
Because they don't want that. You know, so that's a thing of last resort.
But what happens if that?
But what if they do a crypto, right? Cryptocurrency, IMF, the SDR, whatever, do a worldwide cryptocurrency. That's the new world order currency, and it's backed by gold. You know, ultimately.
Well, that's what we want.
Well, yeah, we want something backed by gold,
we're looking
one way
for.
or the other, right? That's what we're after.
That's what we've been waiting on for a long time for us to.
Governments and the club, all of them, they don't want to have to waste all this money printing paper. They don't like it. That's why they want digital.
Well, I know that they've been trying to go digital for a long time.
Yeah, I think was it Sweden or one of these countries is like 90% now is all digital, like hardly any cash stuff. So again, that's where we're going, whether we like it or not. It'd be nice knowing that whatever comes is definitely backed by metals, you know?
Yeah, I mean but none of the stuff that is out there now seems to be. So that's really the part that is
right. And that may be coming next, and China may be the one that steps out and says, "Hey, we're going to do it." They're the one. They're actually trialing it right now, like in a banking situation.
Really?
I just read that like yesterday. Or that they're either, I don't know if they're actively doing it or they're getting ready, they're putting everything in place. But that was the article. They're going to trial it. And that's China. You know, well, Lindsay said, his buddy said, well, China, watch China, that's the big one. Watch China. But, you know, everyone's like, well, why is Ethereum dumping? Well, matter of fact, all these coins are dumping right now mostly. It's like, well, we had these ICOs. We had a couple ICOs in the span of like 2 weeks. Big ones that people want to get in on. And you can only get in on it with Ethereum.
Oh,
which
so
means you got to buy them first and then sell the Ethereum to the ICO company.
Right.
So all this enormous amounts of Ethereum is going strictly to these two companies. Well, they need cash because they're companies and they're trying to take this to the next level. That's why they needed them. So they have to have cash in whatever country they're in currency, you know, to take the next step forward as a company and get ready to use this in the blockchain and, you know, white paper and phases we're on, here we are. So they have to cash out. And if they're cashing out millions of dollars worth, both companies, then there's going to be a flood of sell orders versus buy orders. So I'm not concerned at all.
I was talking to my dad yesterday, and
it'd be a great time to get in.
Yeah, he seems to think that the two big ones are going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum.
And I would agree. So we're cutting this one off.
Is that the baked spaghetti?